Hi everybody, it's Valerie Cox and I'm going to be your instructor this semester for your Math 100 online, and you may see two separate sections on the online, but don't be freaking out about that. It's going to be it's just a mixture of students. Some of you are taking an extra lab with this course, some of you are not. So you may see you may see me refer to this as Web 07 or Web 57, but that's what I'm talking about. So here I am, in case you're wondering what the face looks like with the voice behind it. That is me. I am Valerie Cox. That's me in my Decatur office. I have two offices. I have one in Decatur in Chastain 233 and then one in Huntsville in Sparkman 211. Those are both located in the Star Institute locations. I'm the director of Star Institute. That's where you can come and get tutoring in all your subjects, and so I have my offices in there. There's my office number, 256-260-2445. There's my email address. That's probably the best way to get a hold of me. For my office hours, I have office hours listed, but I'm generally here 8 o'clock to 4:30 every day except for Friday, and we're here half a day. So what I try to do is on Mondays and Wednesdays, I try to be in Decatur. And on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I try to be in Huntsville. Most of the time on Fridays, I'm in Decatur, but that just happened. It just depends. So this could change because I might have meetings on one of the other campuses. The best way to get a hold of me, though, is going to be to email me if you need to meet with me, or you're going to have another way to get in touch with me and text me. And I'll talk more about that in a little while. All right, in Blackboard, I need you to go into Blackboard. Well, first of all, you're probably in Blackboard because you're watching this video. But here's some things you need to know about where to get some of your information. Under the Course Information tab, that's where you found this video. That's where you also find the syllabus, and that's where you also find the calendar. I would print off the calendar if I were you. You don't have to print the syllabus. I've got it. I did my syllabus a little fancy this time, so it's got color so that maybe somebody will read it. I know how students are. But the calendar I would print off so that you can be aware of your due dates and things like that. There's also some other items in the course information page, technology requirements, how to be polite in an online class, things like that. Under the announcements page, I usually do at least one a week. I for sure will do one announcement each week. A lot of times more than one. So you're going to need to pay attention to your announcements tab. Right now in the announcements tab, I have your first week activities that you need to be working on. So watching this video is one of those. Some of the items in the list for first week activities say required for attendance. I'll talk about that in a minute. So those need to be done this first week for your attendance. Under the content tab, this is where all your course materials are. So the class materials. So any of the notes that I have in there, the videos are in there to watch before you do your homework. If I do any reviews at all of those you're going to find in that content tab right there. I think it says actually course content. You're going to access your homework with alex.com, and we'll talk about that. So here's your textbook. There's a workbook that they have at the bookstore. I don't require the workbook for your class, mainly because the videos that I have for each of the sections are off from the workbook that they have. It's from an older workbook, but the videos are still just as good. In each section, I offer you workbook pages in Blackboard if you want to print them off. So really what you need to buy is this Alex code. And you just need to get the 18-week Alex code because this is 100. You don't need it for another class after this. If you are going on to 112, or 110, they use a different platform. So you would have to buy a new code anyway. So you just need the 18-week that's going to take you through this course. So Alex is the course that is required. You don't need a course code when you're logging in because you're going to be logging in through Blackboard. I have a link there's a link on the left side of the page that says Alex homework. And that's how you access the Alex site. All right, grading plan is the same grading plan across campus. I've got homework assignments that are 25%. We have 5 exams that are 50%, and we have a final exam that is 25%. All of these are done in Alex. I don't make you come on campus to take these courses or these assignments and quizzes and tests. I also don't make you proctor yourself. So we're going to talk a little bit about academic integrity in just a minute, but just keep that in mind. Same grading scale across campus. You need to make a 70 or above to get a C or better. All right, let's look at the next one. So attendance policy. So the first week in that first week announcement, you need to do the required for attendance tasks for sure. One of those is the big one is logging into Alex and completing your initial knowledge check. That's the big one. The other one is posting in the discussion board and responding to some of your classmates. Joining Remind, that is a first week activity. So in bold, it'll say that this is required for attendance. So I have to mark attendance during that first week. If you don't complete all the tasks, you're going to be getting lots of emails and texts from me saying, hey, you need to get in there and get these completed, because logging in and getting that attendance in there is part of, if you're on financial aid, it could affect that financial aid. So be sure and get in there in the first week, do those things that I have listed. After the first week, I will do your attendance based on the time that you spend in Alex. We are in a Math 100 class. You need to be spending at least 5 hours a week probably getting your math homework done. You may spend a lot more than that, and that could be the case for a lot of you. Now, if you're spending less than that, I'm really not going to pay attention to the 5 hours unless you're not making due dates. If you're missing due dates and you're not getting your work done to the pace that you need to be getting it done in order to be successful, then I'm going to start looking at how many hours you're spending in Alex, and we'll have a conversation about that. Makeup policy. If you're going to miss a due date for either homework or a test, you need to let me know. Communication is the key. Where can you get help? I've got multiple places you can get help. We've got math labs on both campuses. The one in Decatur has turned into kind of a very small space in the back of what is now the newly created Hawk's Nest in the MSA building. I've got staff there throughout the day, just one person, so that's kind of a drop-in place. If you need more intensive help, we'll talk about that in just a second. I also have a math lab in Huntsville. It's in the Math Science CIS building. It's the new building, and it is right in the middle of campus as well. Notice in that math lab I have Saturday hours. That's the only place that I have some Saturday hours if you need to come in. But you can also get in touch with me. Now, if you need one-on-one help, we've got STAR Institutes. I'm the director of the STAR Institute on each campus. So these are my babies. I have hired all the tutors. I'm very familiar with all of them. STAR Institute is where you can come and not only get help in your math class, but your other classes as well. So if you have an English class, if you have a science class, I have tutors in all of those areas. In Decatur, we're located on the second floor of the Chastain Student Center, so up on the second floor, which is also where my office is. You can print up there. You can just come up there and work on homework. That way you kind of have somebody, in case you have a question, we're available. You can see the hours. You can also go onto our website to tutoring, or you can do calhoun.edu/star. That'll take you to our page. There's multiple ways to get to our page, and that'll give you some more information. And then in Huntsville, we also have a STAR location. It's in the Sparkman building, which is the older building. It's room 206. It's right off the Student Center. Again, you can get the same resources. You can make one-on-one appointments. There's the other iteration of our website with the star. There's the phone number. Now, to make appointments, you're going to go through your My Calhoun and go to Tutor Track, and there's a little track man, and he kind of looks like he's doing a jumping jack, I think. There's my art skills for today. But follow those directions to make an appointment. If you need intensive help on how to make an appointment, there's a video on our page. You can scroll down and watch the video. The key is come and ask for help if you need help. I'm here. I can set you up with something. We can figure it out. All right, academic integrity. Remember, you're taking this class online. I am not over your shoulder watching you do your work. That's on you. If you want to cheat, then that's on you. You need to make sure that you're doing your coursework and not somebody else, because I can usually tell throughout the semester there are going to be times when you're not going to have somebody that's going to be doing your homework for you, and you'll get busted. But I'm just telling you, do your own work. It's just you're cheating yourself if you're trying to cheat. So read through that. I'm not gonna read it to you. You're big boys and girls, so you can read that. And then part of what we're going to do is you're going to send me an email after you've read this and give me your thoughts. Withdrawal policy. We don't give WPs and WFs. If you need to withdraw, have a conversation with me first. The last day to withdraw. The last day to withdraw is November 13th of this year, this fall. After that, if you're not doing well in the course, you're going to get the grade that you get. So as this date approaches, you may be hearing from me and having a conversation. But I am a positive thinker, so I don't think we're going to have anybody that's going to have issues as we're going through the semester. All right, Alex. Let's talk a little bit about Alex. If you had 98, then you're familiar with Alex. If not, then Alex is the software we use for this course. It's where you do all your homework. It's where your tests are located. If you are repeating or if you're coming from 98, your code is still good. If you are new, you need to purchase a code. You need to purchase the 18-week access code. They have them at the bookstore. You can purchase it online through McGraw-Hill. Either one. You're going to go through a registration process. I've got the instructions. I've got a PDF that you can click on and view the instructions. In the announcements page, there's a link. Just know that Alex is adaptive. So when you get into Alex, you're going to take an initial knowledge check, and that initial knowledge check is going to set your homework. So take your time. Get you some scratch paper, get you a calculator if you need it. And what it does is it covers the topics we're covering in the entire semester. You may know some topics, you may know a few, you may not know any. And that's fine, because those are things we're going to learn throughout the semester. The key is it sets your homework for the rest of the semester. And again, you're going to get knowledge checks throughout the semester to reset that pie. And so as you learn, that pie is going to build. I'm going to show you a picture of it in a minute. Excuse me. The key is don't procrastinate in Alex, because you can get behind very quickly. So you need to schedule out your time and get you some time based on your availability to sit down and do your math work. So logging into Alex, you're not going to need a course code. That would be like a short 2-block code. The access code is like 5 blocks long, so that's what you need. You don't need a course code. You're going to have 15 free days of access to Alex. If you have not used Alex in the past, you get 14 free days. I put in the 14-day access code in that announcement that you can use. So if you already have your access code and you've already bought it, then use that when you go to register. Again, email me if you have questions. All right, so once you get in and you do the initial knowledge check, it takes you through a tutorial first on how to put in answers. Then you're going to do the initial knowledge check. It's about 30 questions. And then your pie is going to get set. And it looks something like this. And you can see I had 38 topics. You may have 2 topics. You may have no topics. But the pie is going to look like this. And we're going to color in this pie throughout the semester. And it's going to be nice and pretty with very bright colors by the time you get done. You're going to have a tutorial that's going to take you through each slice and tell you what each one means. And it tells you how many you've gotten in each one. You can see over here how many You can see each chapter and how your progress is. Now, once you've gone through the tutorial about the pie, it's going to take you to a page called your Start Your Path page. This is how you access your homework. So your Start Your Path is how you're getting to your homework. And you'll again go through some tutorials. You have to click on these little blocks. It's going to explain some things about this page. Nice things about this page is it tells you how much you have left right here. It's going to tell you when things are due for that next chapter. So you get lots of information on this page, and then you'll start your path. Now, after this first time, it'll say continue my path. So start your path is just this very first time that you get in there. And so what it does, it's going to take you to your Alex homework. And the first page you're going to get is an explain page. And these are kind of like the pages in a textbook. So just like you would look at an example in a textbook. So it's going to work the example and show you how to get the final answer. And when you're ready to do your own problems, you're going to click on Start, and then you'll work on your own problems. Now, I want to talk about the right-hand side of the page. You'll see these little buttons over here. These are all your little help buttons. The little triangle in there, that's a video. You could watch a video with this problem. It's not me on the video. This is Alex, people. Now, my videos are in Blackboard that you can watch before you even get to your homework. Those two buttons have to do with the book. I think one's a glossary and one takes you to the actual textbook page that is like this explain page, but you can probably see more examples. The little envelope is an email, and what this does is it emails me the questions. So if you email me, it's going to send me this exact problem that you're working on. And then I can email back and tell you what you're doing wrong or where you need to start. There's also a print button. You can print if you wanted to print the page. Now I'm going to give you some other ways to send me questions besides the email, and that will be using the Remind app. So if you have questions, you're going to email me or call me anytime throughout the course. Email works really well. Calling my office is a hit or miss. If you're interested in review sessions, I'll be doing review sessions before the tests using Blackboard Collaborate. I say please let me know. I'm probably just going to schedule them and give you a couple of different times to get online and ask questions if you need to. You can always, let me know that you want to meet with me. We can do that. Join Remind, that's part of your first week activities, to text me. So what students do is they join Remind, so it's a texting app, and they go in, they'll take a picture of the screen, and they'll say, Miss Cox, I'm having trouble with this one. They'll send me that picture, and then send me a picture of your scratch work. And then I can look on there and I can say, oh, I see what you're doing. You just missed a sign here. And I'm generally, if it's in the evenings or on the weekends, I'm sitting on the couch this fall. I'll be watching football. I will pull out my notebook and my pen that I keep on my coffee table, and I will write something up and I'll send you back a picture. If for some reason I'm out grocery shopping or whatever and I can't get to it right away, I'll just text you back and let you know. Easy peasy. So use Remind. Remind is great. I'm going to hound you about it if you're not joining. It's very easy. You don't have to have a smartphone. You can have a regular phone or a regular cell phone and do it. Or you can do it. You can also send things to me through the computer. So it's just a very handy app. So just keep in mind, I'm here for you. We're going to get through this, and I think we're going to have a great semester. Y'all have a wonderful day.